Hi guys, welcome to today's session, and today we are going to discuss about eco-sensitive zones. And in this session we'll first see what are eco-sensitive zones, then we discuss what are the activities allowed in eco-sensitive zones, and then we discuss what are the significance of ESZs, and finally we discuss what are the challenges and threats to eco-sensitive zones. So this is how I plan this session. Let's now start. So guys, eco-sensitive zones or ecologically fragile areas are areas within 10 kilometers around protected areas, national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, and they are notified by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change under the Environment Protection Act of 1986. And in case of places with sensitive corridors, connectivity and ecologically important patches crucial for landscape linkage, even an area beyond 10 kilometer width can also be included in eco-sensitive zones. And the basic aim is to regulate certain activities around national parks and wildlife sanctuaries so as to minimize the negative impacts of such activities on the fragile ecosystem encompassing the protected areas. So that is a brief about eco-sensitive zones. Now we'll see what are the activities allowed in eco-sensitive zones. So the prohibited activities are commercial mining, sawmills, industries causing pollution to air, water, soil and noise, etc., and establishment of major hydroelectric projects, commercial use of wood, tourism activities like hot air balloons over the national park, discharge of effluents or any solid waste or production of hazardous substance. So these are the prohibited activities, and the regulated activities are felling of trees, establishment of hotels and resorts, commercial use of natural water, erection of electrical cables, drastic change of agriculture system, for example adoption of heavy technology, pesticides, etc., and widening of roads. These are regulated. It is not prohibited, but it is regulated activities. And the permitted activities are ongoing agricultural or horticultural practices, rainwater harvesting, organic farming, use of renewable energy sources, and adoption of green technology for all activities. So these are the permitted activities, and that is the distinction between the prohibited, regulated and the permitted activities. Now we will see what are the significance of ESZs. The first point is to minimize the impact of urbanization and other developmental activities. Areas adjacent to protected areas have been declared as eco-sensitive zones, and the purpose of declaring eco-sensitive zones around protected areas is for creating some kind of shock absorber for the protected area. They also act as a transition zone from areas of high protection to areas involving lesser protection, and ESZs help in situ conservation, which deals with conservation of an endangered species in its natural habitat. For example, the conservation of one-horned rhino of Kaziranga National Park, Assam. So that is an example of in situ conservation. And the eco-sensitive zones minimize forest depletion and man-animal conflict. Human-animal conflict is a more apt term in nowadays, and the protected areas are based on the core and buffer model of management, through which local area communities are also protected and benefited. So these are the significance of ESZs. Now we will see what are the challenges and threats to eco-sensitive zones. So the first point is developmental activities. Activities such as construction of dams, roads, urban and rural infrastructures in the ESZ create interference, negatively impact upon environment and imbalance the ecological system. For example, construction of road would lead to cutting down of trees, which would further impact upon soil erosion, thereby destroying the habitats of the species preserved under ESZ. And next point is governance and new laws. By failing to recognize the rights of forest communities and curbing poaching of animal, legislations like Environment Protection Act 1986 and Wildlife Protection Act of 1972 undermine the ESZs in favor of developmental activities. An apt example is the new draft notification for reducing ESZs of Bannerghatta National Park. And the next point is tourism. As the pressure of tourism is rising, government is developing new sites and gateways to ESZ. That is to cater the increasing demand for ecotourism. Land around parks and sanctuaries is being cleared through deforestation, displacement of local people, etc. is happening, and the tourists leave behind garbage such as plastic bags and bottles, etc., which lead to environmental degradation. And next point is introduction of exotic species. Exotic species like eucalyptus and some other species and their plantations create a competing demand on naturally occurring forest. And last but not the least, this is the major threat or challenge, that is climate change. Biodiversity and climate change are interconnected. For example, the rise in global temperature has generated land, water and ecological stress on ESZs. And for example, forest fires on the Assam flood, which badly affected the Kaziranga National Park and its wildlife. So this is interconnected, and the local communities is another point, that is slash and burn techniques used in agriculture, pressure of increasing population and rising demand for firewood and forest produce, etc. Exerts pressure on the protected areas. So this will also affect the smooth functioning of eco-sensitive zones. So that is all about this particular topic, guys. It's a very important area, a hot topic always with regard to the environment topic. It can be asked in prelims as well as mains also. So please study about this. We'll meet tomorrow with another topic. Thank you for watching this lesson.